What the FBI is calling another attempted assassination on former President Trump.
So I don't think this is the last we'll see of crazies out there.
This time at Trump International Golf Course in West Palm Beach. Tragedy at a backyard.
It does sadden me that it took this long.
How a woman is facing second-degree murder. A look into a new illness.
The illness can make you very sick.
What you should know about the Oropouche virus. And supercars and party bands hit Homestead Miami Speedway.
I heard that there was an event over here, and I've always liked cars.
Caplin News has more on the Cruise and Groove event. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Valentina Gaspari.
I'm David Lascano. Today is Monday, September 16th, 2024.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
The suspect of a second assassination attempt against Donald Trump is due in court. This Monday, authorities released a photo of him in custody and disclosed that this court appearance is at 10 a.m. The former president was golfing at West Palm Beach when the gunshots went off.
And officials have confirmed he is safe. CNN's Leigh Waldman brings us more details.
Access outside of the Trump International Golf Club is limited this morning as we're learning more about the man who authorities have detained in connection with the latest assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. For the second time in 2 months, former President Donald Trump is the victim of an apparent assassination attempt.
So I don't think this is the last we'll see of crazies out there trying to do this.
Sources say Trump was moving between holes 5 and 6 at his Florida golf club when gunshots went off. The golf round, a last-minute addition to his schedule.
I'm focused on finding out how he knew Trump's movements and where he was.
According to the Palm Beach County Sheriff, a Secret Service agent spotted a rifle barrel sticking out of a fence 300 to 500 yards away from Trump, and agents fired at a man in the bushes along the perimeter.
How was the outer perimeter? How was this shooter able to get to that outer perimeter, an area that should have been identified as a vulnerability previously?
Sheriff Rick Bradshaw says the quick thinking of a witness helped officers quickly apprehend a suspect.
Fortunately, we were able to locate a witness that came to us and said, hey, I saw the guy running out of the bushes. He jumped into a black Nissan, and I took a picture of the vehicle and the tag, which was great.
Law enforcement sources identified the person detained as 58-year-old Ryan Wesley Routh. Arrest records suggest Routh has a history with firearms and law enforcement run-ins. An active Ukraine supporter and Trump critic, law enforcement says he was found with an AK-47 style rifle with a scope. It's unclear if he has an attorney. This morning, we're learning that the acting U.S. Secret Service director is coming to Florida as a part of this investigation. In Palm Beach County, I'm Leigh Waldman reporting.
A Florida woman found guilty in the second-degree murder of her husband. Police say after she killed him, she buried him in their backyard. Gail Pascal Brown from West 2 News in Orlando reports.
The jury in the Lori Shaver second-degree murder trial deliberated for about 4 hours before reaching a verdict: guilty.
We, the jury, find as follows as to count 1 of the charge. The defendant is guilty of second-degree murder.
Lori Shaver cried, and so did her daughter 2 seats behind her in the courtroom. Lori Shaver was convicted of killing her husband, Michael Shaver, and burying his body beneath a fire pit and a concrete slab in 2015 behind the couple's house near Claremont. Michael Shaver's family was relieved with the verdict.
Your reaction, your thoughts as soon as that verdict came down?
Elation. Elation. We were very happy. This was a long time coming.
Lake County investigators discovered Michael Shaver's body in 2018 when they were searching the Shaver's property near Claremont.
It does sadden me that it took this long to get justice for them. Obviously, they have gone through a very long, arduous road in order to get to this day, but I'm just happy that we were able to take the evidence that was presented to us from law enforcement, present it to the jury, and that they came back with the right decision to try to start giving this family closure.
Detectives began investigating after a friend of Michael Shaver's asked them to do a well-being check. Lori Shaver's defense attorney responded in this way.
It's sad, it's unfortunate. I don't know obviously what the jury hung their head on. I don't believe that the state competently prosecuted the case. There was no cause of death actually linked up to Lori Shaver. I think it was very speculative.
Lori Shaver's sentencing is tentatively set for November 25th. She faces life in prison. Before leaving, the family read a prepared statement thanking all the law enforcement involved in this case for their beloved Michael Shaver.
He did not deserve what happened to him. His friends and family, and now the public, know what a great man he was. He will forever live on in our hearts.
That was Gail Pascal from West 2 News. Lori Shaver's family was too distraught to speak with reporters, but her defense attorney confirms they will appeal the verdict.
A little-known virus becomes a big concern for the U.S. Centers for Disease and Control and Prevention. It's called the Oropouche virus, and it's been reported in the U.S. and Europe. Caplin News reporter Melissa Builder has more on the disease.
It's a disease spread by insect bites, especially from biting midges, a type of tiny fly, and some mosquitoes. More than 8,000 cases of Oropouche virus have been reported this year, as of the 1st of August. Most have been in South America, but infections are spreading to other countries where it's never been. At least 21 U.S. travelers returning from Cuba have been tested positive for the virus.
The illness can make you very sick within 7 days.
Dr. Lisette Cardoa with Cleveland Clinic says symptoms include an abrupt fever, severe headache, muscle and joint ache. In rare cases, the disease can infect the nervous system and cause meningitis.
Luckily, most people can recover from the illness, although it can come back a few days later.
Cardoa says the virus is especially dangerous to those who are pregnant, as an infection can potentially spread to the fetus, causing harm, since there's no vaccine. The best protection is preventing bug bites. Wear loose-fitting, long-sleeve shirts and pants. Use EPA-registered insect repellent that's labeled for use against flies and biting flies. And stay in air-conditioned places to keep insects outside.
Most of the cases in the U.S. have been imported from travel overseas, but due to the recent cases in Cuba, we remain very vigilant.
For Caplin News, I'm Melissa Builder.
A United States appeals court will hold an oral argument about a law that would ban TikTok nationwide. The ban would take effect in mid-January unless the social media platform undergoes a change in the ownership. The U.S. demanded ByteDance, the company responsible for TikTok, to divest itself from the social media giant. However, the company is challenging the law, saying that it violates free speech rights in the United States and that even if it is divested, the deadline set by Congress is unreasonable.
After a historic first commercial spacewalk, the crew from SpaceX Polaris Dawn returns home. The ship landed near Key West on Saturday, with all 4 astronauts reported to be okay, despite initial reports that re-entry could be dangerous. Polaris Dawn reached higher altitudes than any human has ever reached in over 50 years. Valentina, do you think that we'll ever be anchoring from space?
You know what? The sky's the limit. But moving on now, one network wins big on the Emmy nights.
And that's still ahead, and so is the story.
We are really into developing car culture at the track.
A South Florida NASCAR track goes classic. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
I could really use a new tablet. I just don't have the money.
Let me ask you something. Do you have a Pell Grant?
Yes?
You do know you can get a free tablet, right?
Did you say free?
Yeah, free. It's simple. And the application is done in the store.
I could really use a tablet.
Go get one. Another satisfied customer. Stop by Panther in the Graham Center at FIU MMC today to speak with one of our associates to get your free tablet.
Type 2 diabetes can have a big impact on your life. But how can it be prevented? Well, the first step is knowing if you have something called prediabetes. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
A slowdown at Homestead Miami Speedway with cars being placed instead of raced.
Known for its fast cars, Homestead Miami Speedway hosted an event of different speed this weekend.
Caplin's Dylan Pizzay has more on the story.
Hello everybody and welcome to Homestead Miami Speedway. Normally you'd see cars here going over 200 miles an hour, but today they're all sitting still for the Homestead Miami Speedway Cruise and Groove. The Homestead Miami Speedway is famous for having cars rocking around the track throughout the year, but this is the first annual Cruise and Groove, an event where people can bring their own old school cars from the 70s to 2000s and display them. I spoke with Jennifer Melendez, Director of Marketing at the Speedway, to see why they were trying this new style of event.
We are really into developing car culture at the track. We fill the year with so many events that really lean into South Florida car enthusiasts, and so this was born out of that, combining music, cars, and just really creating another fun opportunity for folks to enjoy those two things.
After spotting a nice-looking 1990 Chevy 350, I spoke to the owner, Andrew Porras, to get the backstory on the truck.
My dad bought it from an old man for $500, and ever since, I've been putting a lot of money into it. First, you can obviously see the paint, brand new AC, new bed because those hit. I had to do all the rhinos, I needed a new hood, new mirrors, a whole bunch of stuff. I get a lot of attention just driving it. Everyone looks at me, they all wave at me, it's kind of nice.
Finally, I spoke to a local car enthusiast named Philip Manfredi to get his take on the event.
I heard that there was an event over here, and I've always liked cars. They're fast, they're cool designs, they're all varied. Some are a bullet car over there. It's based off of a movie. There's a car behind me, which is based off of the Decepticon. It's fun. I like the music. I like the vibe. It's cool.
Well, that's all the time we have here for Homestead Miami Speedway's Cruise and Groove. If you like this event and want to come see it, they'll be back right here next year at Homestead Miami Speedway. For Caplin News, I am Dylan Pizzay.
The Emmy Awards rang in TV's biggest night in Los Angeles. It was an exciting year for the FX network. The cast and crew from The Bear earned 11 statues from their record 23 comedy nominations. In the drama category, Shogun took home 18 Emmys from its 25 nominations. And father-son duo Eugene and Daniel Levy made their hosting debut at the event. You're watching Newsbreak, and we're coming right back.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Bill is a family man. He invests his money wisely and provides a good life for his children. Just one problem. He often opens emails from senders he doesn't know, and his computer is not password protected. One day, Bill checked his bank account and 94% of malware attacks originate from emails. Don't be like Bill. Take your cybersecurity seriously.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm David Lascano.
And I'm Valentina Gaspar. Get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.